The power of controlling your mind is perhaps one of the greatest strengths a person can possess. It isn't merely about resisting temptation or following rules. It's about mastering the currents of thought and emotion that flow through us every day. To control one's mind is to hold the reins of one's destiny, to choose wisely, even when the path is difficult, and to stand true in moments that test our character. Let's explore this idea through a story, a tale about honesty and discipline, and how mastering one's mind can shape not only individual fate, but also the world around us. Once, in a small, bustling town surrounded by green hills, there lived a young boy named Arjun. He was known for his curious mind and quick wit, but what set him apart was his relentless pursuit of self-improvement. Arjun's father was a school teacher, imparting lessons not just from books, but from life itself. Every evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, Arjun would sit with his father, listening to stories about great philosophers, leaders, and everyday heroes. One evening, after a particularly long day at school, Arjun came home feeling frustrated. He had lost his temper during a math competition, blaming his teammate for a mistake that cost them the win. His father noticed the storm brewing in Arjun's eyes and decided to tell him a story, one that would leave a lasting mark on the young boy's heart. There was once a young monk, his father began, who lived in a monastery at the edge of a forest. This monk, Rohan, was earnest, disciplined, and honest. His days were structured around meditation, chores, and study. The head monk, observing Rohan's dedication, entrusted him with the responsibility of managing the monastery's supplies, a task that required both honesty and discipline. One morning, as Rohan was counting sacks of rice, he noticed something odd. The numbers didn't match. Someone had taken a sack during the night. The easy thing would have been to ignore this, to pretend nothing happened and hope it wouldn't matter. But Rohan's mind was trained for honesty. He reported the missing sack to the head monk, who commended his integrity. Later that week, the monastery faced a challenge. Supplies from the village were delayed and the monks would have to ration their food. Rohan was in charge of dividing the portions. The temptation to sneak a little extra for himself was real. He was hungry, just like the others. But his discipline, honed through hours of meditation and self-reflection, guided his hands. He gave everyone an equal share, including himself. As the days passed, Rohan's honesty and discipline became a beacon for others. The monks saw how he resisted temptation, how he remained true even when no one was watching. Inspired, they started to follow his example, helping each other, sharing what little they had, and remaining honest in their dealings. The monastery, once plagued by small acts of selfishness, became a haven of trust and unity. One evening, the head monk called Rohan to his chamber. "Your discipline and honesty have changed this place. You have mastered your mind, and through that you have helped others do the same. Remember, true power lies not in controlling others, but in controlling yourself." Arjun listened intently, the weight of the story settling on his shoulders. His father continued, "You see, honesty and discipline are not just traits, they are the fruits of a mind under control. When you choose to be honest, you are fighting against the urge to take the easy way out. When you choose discipline, you are resisting the pull of comfort and laziness. Both require you to master your thoughts and emotions, to act not out of impulse but out of principle." That night, Arjun lay in bed thinking. The next day, he walked up to his teammate and apologized, owning up to his outburst and taking responsibility for his own actions. His honesty surprised his friend, and together they resolved to practice more, supporting each other in future competitions. Arjun realized that mastering his mind didn't mean suppressing his feelings, but understanding them, pausing before acting, and choosing the path of integrity and discipline, even when no one was watching. The story of Rohan and Arjun is echoed in countless lives. Honesty, at its core, is the ability to see the truth, speak the truth, and act in accordance with it. It isn't always easy. Sometimes telling the truth means facing uncomfortable consequences or admitting mistakes. But honesty, when paired with discipline, becomes a force that shapes character and builds trust. Discipline, on the other hand, is the art of doing what is right, even when it's hard. It's waking up early to study, practicing when you'd rather play, and keeping promises to yourself and others. But discipline is not just about big acts. It's found in small choices: how we spend our time, how we react to setbacks, and how we treat those around us. The mind is a powerful tool. Left unchecked, it can be swayed by emotions, desires, and fear. But when we learn to control it, to pause and reflect before acting, we unlock the ability to make choices that align with our values. This mastery is not achieved overnight. It takes practice, patience, and the willingness to learn from mistakes. Imagine a world where everyone strives to control their mind, to be honest and disciplined in their actions. Trust would flourish, relationships would deepen, and communities would thrive. The ripple effect of one person's integrity can inspire many. Just as Rohan's choices transformed his monastery, and Arjun's apology healed his friendship, each act of honesty and discipline has the power to change lives. So how can we begin to control our minds? Start by observing your thoughts. Notice when you feel tempted to hide the truth or cut corners. Ask yourself why, and challenge those impulses. Practice honesty in small ways. Admit when you don't know something, own up to mistakes, and speak kindly. Build discipline by setting goals, creating routines, and holding yourself accountable. Celebrate progress, but don't be discouraged by setbacks. They are part of the journey. In the end, the power to control your mind is a gift you give yourself. It allows you to live authentically, to build trust, and to pursue your dreams with clarity and purpose. Honesty and discipline are the keys to unlocking this power. As you walk your own path, remember Rohan and Arjun, and let their stories inspire you to master your mind, act with integrity, and lead a life that others will remember. For in the quiet moments when no one is watching, your choices reveal the true strength within you. Control your mind, and you control your destiny. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the story. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing